today. We've talked about it because they're also opening week as well. They renew that rivalry. Second round battle from last year's playoffs. We all remember the confetti game. I was there. Do you expect this to be the best rivalry in the NBA next season? Chris, I didn't ask anyone.
The best rivalry.
Yes.
Wow.
Think about
Off the top of my head right now, I would have to go with that because I think those two teams are going to be good for years to come. And then when you got guys who are very talkative and communicative and voice their opinion in very entertaining ways, such as Joel Embiid, that kind of heightens it a little bit more. But I'm going to tell you something else. Joel Embiid's teammate, Ben Simmons, he doesn't talk much. But when he does talk, he lets you know exactly where he stands and what he believes in. And
what was it with Kyle Lowry? Wasn't that the big exchange this year?
With Ben?
Yes.
I can't remember.
I think so. That was the one where they
pointed to the hallway.
Ben Simmons.
I remember when I talked. But I remember when I talked to Ben when I sat him down for that interview, and I asked him, "Did any other rookies catch your eye this season?" No. I'm like,
no, he's a confident man.
Okay, all right, sorry.
Ben Simmons, though, is the guy that I will have my eyes on probably on Christmas Day because I was surprised at how limited he was in that series in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in Ben Simmons, and so I really want to see him take another step forward. And I think this is a game where he kind of needs to prove himself a little bit against that Celtics team. And also, can he hit an outside shot? I want to see him add that to his game.
A guy that has proven himself, but I guess this doesn't get that much talk as much as we're talking about Joel Embiid and what's going on with the Celtics is Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, he was mad that he wasn't named the best player in the East. He's getting this primetime spot on Christmas Day, the first game in the Garden. So you think, Giannis getting a Christmas showcase, secure his spot as a superstar.
Absolutely. Look, everybody's like, why are the Knicks on Christmas Day? They're always on Christmas Day, and obviously Porzingis is probably not going to be playing in this game, but the Greek Freak will. And I think this is a showcase game for him. We've seen him work out this summer. He has gotten bigger. We've also seen all the foods he's tried to eat for the very first time. He's a very interesting character. I think this is a game that he's going to have a big game. And like I said, is he going to dunk over the entire Knicks team? Because we've seen him jump over Tim Hardaway Jr. I can't wait to see him on Christmas Day.
The Knicks are have a slot on Christmas Day. Not because of the team, but because of the platform, the venue, Madison Square Garden.
Right, and New York, the number one market. But does the Knicks being on Christmas Day put more pressure on Kristaps returning? Because that'll be around the 10-month mark.
Possibly pressure on him, possibly, but the team is. If he's not ready, the team is not going to risk a talent like that. Yeah, you're not going to do that. But as it turns to Giannis, look, this guy right there. If you're not calling him a superstar, he's right on the cusp. And I think if he was in a different market, we would have a different perspective on his game and where he stacks up against everybody else. But from pound to pound, he's up there with anybody right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to be an MVP candidate.
The nightcap, we talked about it. The Jazz returned to Christmas for the first time since Stockton and Malone ruled Salt Lake City in 1997 to face the Blazers. Now, we talked about this earlier. Donovan Mitchell predicted this last Christmas as he tweeted, quote, "As I'm watching these games on Christmas, it got me thinking. Christmas games in Utah in the future." So Mitchell then tweeted after he found out the news, spoke it into existence. Has Mitchell turned the Jazz into must-watch TV?
The Jazz haven't been on Christmas on a Christmas game since 1997. It's like Puffy and Biggie era. I mean, that's a long time ago. I know we're talking about Stockton and Malone, but listen, I think when the NBA decided to put Utah on there, we talk about what markets can get on there, and obviously some people might have wanted to see Toronto, San Antonio because of the beef, but for them to put Utah on there, it says something about Donovan Mitchell and what the league thinks about Donovan Mitchell, and they think that he's going to be a next star in the making.
Well, Portland hasn't had a Christmas Day game in a long time as well, and I have to applaud the NBA because a lot of fans ridicule the NBA and the schedule makers saying you don't put deserving teams in these marquee situations. Well, look, Utah is thriving, Portland is thriving. They're in. The system worked this time.
That's another petty matchup I want to see. I want to see the Jazz and the Sixers, Simmons and Mitchell.